It's all about the potato, said the chicken.
You do the banana white to the potato.
I'm saying, give me that potato, girl.
I could have. God, I only have one potato. I should go get another one. Let me go get another one quick.
Okay, go run. Get another one. Oh, yay. And you made it.
Just before we open.
I don't have to report you to management.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God. I have a pug that is like entwining himself in my legs. Come on, Edgar. Edgar. He's like, there's food involved. There's food involved. Yes. I know it.
I need to be involved.
We need to be here now.
Our babies. I know. I can't. You probably can't hear my screaming kitty because she's hungry too. Meow, meow. Even though she got a bird today.
Nice present. I know. She must really love you because that's like, I love you. I want to give you something.
I know. And I'm like, don't love me so much. I don't want you to give me a bird. But she's totally loving. And, you know, she was on her own for we don't know how long. And that's how she was feeding herself. So it's really hard. We've only had her 2 months for her to, you know. I hope she'll get over it, but I don't know. She's a cat.
It's only been 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're spoiled with our other boys who are like stuffed animals. Just they don't do anything like that. They never have.
Isn't it funny how I never wear white, and we're both wearing white? I
have no idea. Like, what is that, Lisa?
I honestly, Debriana, I don't know what happens.
I don't either. But then I don't know, did somebody post that photo of David and Morse?
Oh yeah. There's something going on. I mean, something is
I know. Something's totally up. We don't know. We're twin sisters from different mothers, it's for sure.
Just aligned in a parallel space-time continuum.
I know. Bizarrely true.
Anyways.
And I am super, super stoked about this potato idea. I cannot wait.
So this was, I have to admit, I saw this years ago with like a, Ina Garten.
Ina Garten.
Ina Garten. That took a long time to get.
That's who she is.
And I remember, and I just put it in the back of my brain and forgot about it and never tried it. And then it was, I was in New York and I get those New York Times cooking update things, and I got a video for this hack of making hash browns in a waffle maker. Okay. And I was like, okay, because I love hash browns, but there's an X factor when you do it in the pan. It's not always perfect. It's not always great, but this was like foolproof, and it looked good because it was kind of uniform.
Yeah.
You can just, and it's so easy because you make one and it's crispy and perfectly, evenly cooked, and what you can't really do in a pan. And it's like, doesn't burn, you know what I mean? Like just all,
yeah.
I added, cheddar cheese and Parmesan. It's crispy. And I was like,
oh God, I cannot wait.
And then you just put an egg on top and that's your breakfast. So, pretty great.
Or a dinner. I am totally into breakfast for dinner.
Guess what's for dinner tonight, kids? This.
I know. David and I just had breakfast for lunch.
Or I should say kid, not kids. What's for dinner, kids? Because
one kid. Oh, sorry.
One is off on their own in college now.
Well, this is me applauding. Good job, Mom.
Half an empty nest. But anyway, no, it's so exciting and thrilling. And I have this to tell you. So Ronan made dinner, I guess, last night, pasta. And you're going to be a hit because none of the kids cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in your quad like dining kitchen. So good on you if you're watching.
Yay!
Anyways,
yes, and so now we can say here and now to anyone who is following Lisa's adventures They were not my adventures. We have no idea why. It looked like I was in New York. I was not.
Facebook just, I don't know. It tells me it's admin Lisa. It doesn't say Debriana.
It looks like me on my end. I didn't see a post from you coming from me. Me and you look clean. Everybody else was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were in New York." I was like, "I'm not."
I have no idea why, but anyway, I'm home, and it was fantastic culinary experience as always. And God, we just had good food, and you can just, and I'm peeling potato as we talk. I just can't emphasize enough how fun it is to go there just in a culinary way by what you do. And you don't have to, you know, it can be, of course, be the highest end dining to the lowest end. You can find the most amazing things.
Yep.
So it was just really fun and delicious.
Yeah, my old haunts were, you know, in Chinatown, where you could get shrimp lo mein for like $3.
Just, you know, it's amazing. At their school, they had a, you know, how to, you know, eat on a student budget and all this stuff, and they gave some really good tips to the kids. But as I say to all the college kids or parents of college kids watching, just go to Corona Kitchen on YouTube, and there are over 500 videos. Just tell your kids.
500 million trillion videos.
Tell your kids they can just watch and then learn how to cook for themselves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I peeled this one because I didn't wash it because I grabbed it at the beginning of the shot.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a you know,
a hand grater.
And I'm just going to start grating a potato. And I like to do it with the skin on, personally.
Yeah, I do too. Well, the skin's where all the good vitamins are. But you got to have you know, an organic one. Because
organic potatoes and with the skin and washed. This is washed and dried. The other one I peeled because I didn't wash it because I grabbed it before the show, as I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's very easy. Just, you know, grate these potatoes down. I'm only going to do 2 like medium-sized potatoes, and that's enough for about 4 or 5 of these, maybe 6. This is a circular, and I have this turned off because I burned my flesh last time I touched the metal.
Oh, nice. Okie dokie.
This is just a, you know, like a regular size circular waffle.
Okay.
And it's a Cuisinart model. It goes up to highest heat is 5, from 1 to 5. I don't know, what waffle iron do you have?
I don't know. I think ours is really old.
Is
like
it big?
Antiquity? Yes.
No.
Well,
giant
yeah,
one?
it's a rectangle shape.
Okay. So what's great is when you have those ones that have the sections, like mine has 4 sections. So if you want to break it up into 4 triangles or whatever to serve, like, it's just the ultimate brunch helper, because if you have to do hash browns and whatever, you could just make all this in advance and then just warm it up in the oven before.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah, that looks like a great idea to me. I'm curious. I watched an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives the other day. I love watching that show. And there was a guy who was making super crispy crepes, and he was folding them, like taking them off, like doing the same thing, adding cheese and stuff, and they were crispy. And then he would fold them into a cone shape. Ooh. And fill them with the filling. So I'm curious to see if that could happen with the hash browns.
See, now this is really deceiving, because this was like a medium-sized russet potato. I mean, this is so much hash brown. Like, this is a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do 1 right now for the show, but I'll probably go back and do more, because they save really well too, and I bet you could freeze them, just like
I bet you could too. Just I wonder if you could freeze them, and then if they're thin enough, you could put them in the toaster, right?
I think you could. It's just a marvel, I tell you. Okay, all right. So there's that, and so that's 1 potato.
There you go.
Then I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay.
You know.
And let's just say russet potatoes are really good for home fries instead of like those Yukon Golds or whatever. They're kind of soft.
You need a tougher potato.
Yeah, you need one that's going to hold its shape.
This would be the steak fry thing too. And then I'm going to do about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now, if you're vegan, just do olive oil. You don't have to do butter, but butter. Yeah. I got my Himalayan salt out. I'm just going to do like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Some
7,
salt.
8,
You
9,
can always
10.
salt it later.
And then some pepper. I don't know, to your taste.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then I have already prepared for once.
What is that? What is it?
For once I've prepared. Okay, so this is I'm gonna leave some of these for the end for garnish, but I just took some chives from outside. So it's about a tablespoon of chive, a half tablespoon of parsley, and then I chopped up some jalapeno, probably another teaspoon, because you know how I like that. If I had green chili, I would be putting it in. You know I would.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna mix it all together. Really easy.
Okay.
Mix, mix, mix. Now, I could put right now, there's a couple of ways to do this. I experimented. I could put cheddar cheese in here right now, mix it with it. Or I could just put the potato on the outside, on the bottom. Oh, I better heat this up. Like I'm going to show you. And then, or you can just put a layer and then put the cheese on the second layer.
Cheese layer on the top? Okay.
Easy, crispy. Because I don't know about you, but my waffle iron, it's like the bottom crisps one way, right? And the top is not as, I don't know.
It's not quite as hot, I think. Yeah.
So you could have cheese on one top, and it doesn't stick on mine. So.
Okay. And are you gonna add anything onion other than the chives or no?
I'm just doing the chives, but if I had an onion, which I don't, I would add a tablespoon of a shallot or finely chopped or onion.
Chopped up. Okay. All right.
No, definitely. If you want that oniony kind of hash brown, but do you see how the sky's the limit? I mean, you could.
Yeah, I know. My mind is a reeling. You know, bacon.
Oh my God, bacon, right? Ham, little diced ham.
Prosciutto. I'm going crazy in my mind.
And you could make this layer that's like, it's almost having like a panini grill, but looks like waffle shape. So it looks cool if you're having people over, like you did something nice.
Yeah.
But what I love, which I just feel you cannot achieve in the pan in this way, is a uniform crispiness, cooked all the way through, so the potato's soft in the middle and crisp.
Creamy in the middle. Oh my favorite.
But cooked, and there's no raw potato in there, which is a fear of some people.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, totally. I'm stoked for this.
You can't make it in the pan. Like my problem in the pan is sometimes I just go too thick, and then I flip it, and it's like uneven, and you know. Yeah. So this is getting.
And if the pan's not just the right heat, they soak up too much oil, and they don't get crispy, and there's a myriad of problems that could happen.
This just makes a whole bunch of stuff uniform. Now, when I did it before, I just did it with this and Parmesan, and I did Parmesan on top, and it went very crispy.
Parmesan would really crisp. I'm
going to do cheddar tonight and see.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Waiting a moment for.
Well, you know how those the Parmesan makes tuiles. You know, that's what they use to make those crispy tuiles out of. So it would. Which
to tell people means tile in French. And if you've ever been to one of those fancy restaurants where they, you know, cook the thing over some kind of round thing, and then you take it out and it's this beautiful thin cookie shape, and they put ice cream in it and stuff. That's the best. Yes. So, okay, I think it's probably high enough. Okay, it says green and ready to go. Okay.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
We got the green light. Um,
I'm excited.
I'm gonna take a fork and I'm just gonna. I'll fly in because I am my own DP.
Yes, because we have such a huge camera crew.
Now I don't have anything on this, but you could spray it with olive oil or a spray if you want.
Mhm.
I did it without it last time and it worked. You could put
Okay.
Okay, so it's
I guess it's like know your own waffle iron.
just get to know your waffle iron, know it well. Okay, so it's sizzling when
I hear it. That is a live sound, people.
Waffle irons are hot. Be careful. Don't burn your flesh.
So how much do you think you're putting on there? Like, how thick is it?
I mean, I'm just guessing right now.
Like a half an inch?
I'm going like teaspoon by teaspoon. I would say to fill the whole thing, and I'm spreading it out so it's kind of thin.
Okay.
But it doesn't have holes. But
okay.
It's uniformly spread out. Now I'm going to try something here that I didn't do before. Let's just see. You're seeing it first on Front of Kitchen. Okay. Don't you love how we experiment sometimes?
It's what we do.
Okay. So it's all in there. And then now I'm going to take some grated sharp cheddar, do a thin little, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do
ideas.
Idea bulb. I'm going to do some Parmesan on top of that.
Oh, yay.
It's going to be double cheese.
We like duo cheese. Yes, for sure.
It's going to be vegan, but it's not. Okay, sorry. Sorry, vegan. Okay.
Not with cheese.
You could put another layer of potato on this if you want the cheese to be in the middle.
In the middle. Yep.
We could do that. Or we could just put it on the cheese. What do you think we should do? I think I'm just going to put it on the cheese.
I'm just going to close the lid now.
Bye. Okay, it's searing.
I hear it.
And
I'm salivating.
So I'm watching the light, and usually, with a waffle, he'll say green when it's cooked. But I have found you need to probably do 2, perhaps 3 cycles to get it completely cooked.
Okay.
And it's to your liking. I mean, some people like things, more cooked than others. So, but yeah, it's really cool. You'll see.
I'm excited to see this.
I know.
I was thinking in the car, oh my God, putting chicken salad on top in a sandwich. And I was going through all these crazy ideas. Oh, can you imagine ground beef in there as if it was a hamburger with a potato bun?
We forget it. This is a little oven thing. Like, it's not just a waffle.
Yeah.
And it's and I only use it for waffles. So why not use it more?
Yeah. Totally. I'm excited. I will be getting mine down.
The ultimate hash brown hack.
I know, right? I'm wondering if you could just lay a piece of prosciutto right on the top too.
I'm sure you could. Yeah. I'm sure you could. Bacon. I mean, you could just make great bacon, cheese, and then, fry up an egg. And it's such a beautiful presentation. And oh my God,
yeah.
It's so easy to eat too. Like,
yeah.
And make your own ketchup, whatever.
Right now, too, my tomatoes have not come in yet. I am hoping we are going to have a long summer so they ripen because I have a ton of them, but they're green.
Go into your garden and go on a tomato expedition.
I know.
And you can make something after you pick them fresh. Like, we'll watch you pick them fresh.
They're so good. Yeah, I made sauce yesterday with the batch that came out. So I, roasted them in the oven and then I pureed them and made a more soupy sauce. And I did chicken Parmesan layered with eggplant from the garden with fresh tomato sauce. It was great.
Oh my God. There's nothing better.
No, so yummy.
Wow. That sounds so good. I want to eat that. Instead, I'm having eggs and hash browns for dinner.
Well, I'm excited to see this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna fly in.
Let me see.
Not done yet, but look, I just opened it and see.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't stick, but the cheese crisps perfectly. What is it about it? And it doesn't burn. It doesn't burn, okay? I'm very excited.
This is super cool because, that's the thing. You go out to breakfast in all these places and you'll usually say, can I have crispy hash browns? Because they will not give you the crispy ones unless you ask.
You and I have that in common, that like if I get like a raw hash brown back in the middle or something, like that's actually dangerous.
Ruins my breakfast.
There's bacteria and stuff with raw potatoes. You have to be really careful. So like right now, I'm not using the same fork to flip over. I'm gonna flip this over because I did this before, and oh my god, it's just like the perfect. Like I can't even. I'm so amazed at how well it does it. And so I'm just gonna flip because my thing for some reason cooks better. Oh, look at that. See, because of the butter, I didn't even have to grease this. I mean, look.
Wow.
Look at that. It's perfect.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Oh, and I'm just gonna get the bottom one crispy, and then we're gonna eat it.
Yeah, see, this is the important part when you need to know your waffle iron.
Yeah. Now you might have a waffle iron that just does it perfectly on both sides, and then you're done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
So are you doing it like, what is this, like 2 minutes or something aside?
It's just so easy. I mean,
I'm super psyched.
It's great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so this will be done in just probably like another minute, and then I'll make another one, and I'm just gonna put it to the side. And so that's just like baked in crispy cheddar Parmesan. Yeah, with potato and butter.
I am so in with that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put an egg on it. I'll put an egg on it and take a picture.
Okay, that's awesome. I am so excited. I can't wait.
That's it. That's all. That's so. Isn't that easy? You can just crank these out.
Yes, it's awesomely easy.
No, so easy.
So I'm gonna while you're finishing up, I'm gonna put this down here, and I am going to talk about a couple things.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
No, first of all, I just found out. I don't know. Maybe my head was in the dark. I didn't know it, but my favorite news commentator, Keith Olbermann, has his show Countdown back on, just like it used to be on a podcast.
You're kidding. I used to love that show.
I am so freaking happy. I can't tell you.
Great. What's it called? Keith Olbermann.
Countdown, just like the old show, and it's the same format. I am super, super excited. I think it's on iHeartRadio and Spotify. That's awesome. In case you're a fan of his like I am. That's awesome. The second thing is Lisa got to meet with our publisher while she was in New York.
Yes, I did. I got to meet with it's a amazing duo, Julia and Alex, and they're wonderful people at Apollo Publishers in New York. And I had coffee with Alex, and it's just, this is Debriana and I's first book, everybody. Okay, so we don't know about the publishing world. It's intense, and there's a lot, and it has definitely gotten better with the timing, and we've had to, as we said before, redo a lot of design stuff, and it's almost done. It's like within the weeks of being done. Mm-hmm. We're getting more support to finish it. They believe in the book. We are, okay, don't freak. We are not going to be ready for Christmas. 2023 is
already freaked out for everybody.
Thanks a lot, COVID. Just keep the faith. 2023 is our year. We're going to be on the road. We have to get a publicist. I mean, it's major. We have to do all this stuff, but it's just, we just really appreciate everybody being so patient and supportive and believing us. And listen, your money didn't go to us, so you will get your
money. And it should be April. We should be hitting it April 15th. Yes. Is that the date it says?
Yes. Look at this. I'm taking it out. Okay, there's number one. I'm going to make another one. Here we go while we're talking. But yes, it's very exciting, and it's happening, people. I mean, it's been 2 years in the making. We didn't think it was going to be as long. We had some issues. COVID happened. It's all part of it. But when you do it with a big house, publishing house, and not yourself, there's a lot involved. So
Mm-hmm.
And we're not the only people. You know, there are other books that they're doing, obviously. So,
Yep.
but it's really nice to have their total support, and they love us and they believe in it. And we talked about a second book.
So exciting.
That was cool. Okay, here comes the second hash brown.
I'm super excited.
I know.
Okay, so I sent all those things across. I was actually on a call today with Public Citizen. If you're here in Santa Fe on Thursday the 8th between 2:30 and 3, I will be working with Public Citizen, going over to our representative Teresa Leger Fernandez's office with a bunch of petitions to expand the Supreme Court.
Yay!
So if you're around and you want to go, come and join us. We'll be meeting on the lawn in front of her office, which is in front of the main post office downtown in Federal Plaza, probably between 2 and 2:30, and then we'll go into her office at 2:30. So if you're around, please join me.
Okay, got it. We'll post it again. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll post
I will.
it again on your
Sure.
personal Facebook.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to
But
say,
that's happening in areas across the country. So if you check out Public Citizen, they're on Twitter for sure, and I know they have a Facebook page. Just see where other actions might be if there's any happening in your neck of the
in your
woods.
area. Okay, closing it up, folks.
Sounds crispy already.
That's a hot iron. I was just going to say, how many days is it until the election now?
I want to say it's like 61 or something. It's close to that.
Getting close. Check your registration, please.
Check. Yep. Thank you, Missy. That's exciting. I can't wait to see the pictures.
I'm going to put a
What a
nice,
fun hat.
I'm going to put a nice over the egg on it.
Okay, I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Brianna. Good to see you.
You too. I'm proud of Ronan. I'm proud of you.
Proud of everybody that had to send somebody off to college. It's a big deal. It's hard, but you know what? It's great. It's what it's all about. You let the little bird fly free. You know?
You gotta let go.
Have their own life now. It's exciting.
We all started there at some point.
Yeah. We all do it. We all do it.
Yep. All right. Bye, my friend. Thank you.